I just wanted to talk for a bit. Um, this is not going to be good. I've tried to do this recording a couple times now, and I'm just not very good at it. So bear with me. This is probably going to be very rambly. But I kind of just wanted to talk about some things I've been thinking about recently. One of which being how. Oh my god, I didn't realize sticky keys would activate if I did that. Um, But anyways, I kind of realized recently that I kind of don't have a personality anymore. Like I lost my personality a long time ago. Um, and this is nobody but my own fault. But I gotta find stone. Um, but this kind of culminated like a couple weeks ago. I was talking to my friend and I really want to play Minecraft, and so I asked her and I was like, hey, like, I want to play Minecraft, and Minecraft's way more fun with people. Like, would you be interested in playing with me? Like, do you want to join me? We can, like, do a server, maybe try and beat the game. Something I've never done. I'm really bad at this game. Um, but, she was super into it. She's like, yeah, let's, like, start a server. Let's do it. It's going to be fun. I was super excited, not only, like, that she was excited, but also that, she didn't just shoot me down immediately. So I was very much excited. But the issue was that at this time she was grounded. And that's whatever. I was willing to wait for her because she's like somebody I really care about. So I figured I'll wait for her. Like, of course, that would be fine. I don't care. Like, it's a 2-week Minecraft phase. I'll wait for my friend. But we were talking, and she's like, hey, I think I'll probably be ungrounded by the start of our break, which I thought, that's perfect. I think that's the best time to play. Like, I'll have nothing to do. And so, first day of break comes around, and I texted her, and I was like, hey, you ungrounded, really love to play with you. Let me know. So, like, I don't know, are you still grounded or not? And she never responded. But that's fine. I mean, it was break. I assume she was doing other things. Her life doesn't revolve around me. I wasn't too beat up by this development. But she didn't respond to me for the whole break. And so I got like a little concerned, and I texted her. And I was kind of like, hey, hope everything's doing okay. Don't know if you saw my last message. Just wanted to know, like, are you ungrounded? Do you want to hang out? Like, I haven't talked to you all break. Like, we should do something. And she finally texts back. She's like, yeah. I'm like, I'd love to hang out. Let's, like, go to the mall or something. And I was like, oh my god, perfect. We're going to go to the mall. So we go to the mall together. And I'm having a great time with her. And we're talking, having a whole boatload of conversations. And one conversation, she mentions offhandedly that she actually got ungrounded at the start of break, like she thought she would. But that not only did that happen, but she had joined a Minecraft server with her other friends and had been playing on that all break. And my little heart kind of broke, because not only did she, like, do something I really wanted to do with her without me, like, she didn't talk to me all break, and it just really hurt because I wanted to talk to her, and she just wasn't there because she didn't text me. And I'm sure it's not that deep, but it did hurt. So I think that I'm allowed to feel hurt by that. But it kind of just made me, like, think a little bit, and I realized I did some self-reflecting, and I kind of realized that I don't really think that I have a personality anymore, and I think this kind of started a long time ago, when, I had a pretty big friend group, not like a big friend group in the sense that like there were many people in it, but like a big friend group in the sense that we were all really, really close. And this friend group, I loved them. We we do everything together. I'm trying to figure out how to make it into this cave without dying. You know what? I don't think that I can make it into that cave without dying. So we're just gonna leave. But yeah, I had that friend group, and it was a few kids, but I was really close with them. Still friends with most of those kids to this day. But we had a big falling out due to romance. Who would have guessed? And I kind of, in the fallout, even though the romance was not of me, I was not the one even benefiting in the slightest. But because of this, the whole friend group fell apart. And it was really rough because I didn't really have anybody to hang out with once that friend group fell apart, because I was really close with all these people. And so I kind of started talking to new people, as one does when you need friends. But the issue started, I noticed that people weren't really like me. Like, they didn't like who I was, or they didn't really like relate to the same things that I liked, and that's all fine. But I noticed it was a lot easier to make friends if I kind of, became friends with a disclaimer. Like, I just didn't tell them about certain parts of myself, and so that worked really well. I made a lot of friends, and you literally were gonna just jump off that ledge. Are you kidding me? But yeah, it was great. I had a lot of friends. My problems were all solved. Oh gosh. That couldn't have been any worse. Aha. And yeah, so that's what happened, and I kind of hid a lot of parts of myself that were less favorable to make more friends. And pro tip, that is not the way to go. I ended up just making a lot of friends, but not really feeling a lot of connections, because these kids didn't really know me, and that's kind of my fault to an extent. Well, actually, to the full extent, because I wasn't really honest and forthcoming with who I was as a person when I became friends with them. So now I just kind of feel very lonely. But now that kind of culminates in the modern day, with me kind of realizing that, and it's sad to me because I feel like I'm very often not seen. Like, I'm always somebody's second choice. And I think that's partially because I've never really opened up to anybody before, because I've kind of been scared to. But it'd be really nice to have friends. And I just kind of was thinking about that, and I realized I don't really have a personality. Like, what is there for me to show those people to make them want to be friends with me? Which is a depressing thought. But that's kind of what I realized. And I always felt really guilty about it too, because I would have friends who would wrong me, and instead of just breaking off our friendship, I just act like everything was okay. And I still do that. Like, I still have people who have wronged me, or people that I care about, and I just act like they haven't done anything, because I don't know. I don't have any emotional attachments to anybody, so why am I pretending like it matters? But I've always felt very fake for that I've never really fully been friends with people, because they don't know who I am, so I don't feel comfortable talking about who I am with them, because they don't know me, because I never showed them who I really am. And that's so my fault. But whatever. That's kind of part of this journey, isn't it? Growing, learning, getting better. Um, but I just I just go through these times of like reflection, and right now it's kind of different because in the past I would just, I don't know, I just I just kind of sit with my thoughts, usually find a sunny spot in my house, usually the hallway next to my bedroom, gets direct sunlight all day long, and that makes for some nice warm, it's a nice warm place to sit, and think. And so I would sit there and I would think, and I would kind of work through my thoughts and my emotions and figure out who I want to be. It's a therapeutic process for me, but I am like many other people in the sense that I enjoy that, but usually I guess maybe not other people would enjoy that, but I really like it. But when I do this, I usually close myself off from others, and I kind of just sit with my thoughts. I usually become a very quiet person. I stop talking to people, even like my parents who know nothing, and they're just like, oh, well, my daughter has just stopped communicating. Yeah, it's not great, but that's what I do, right? But I figured like we should change that. And so I kind of wanted a space to talk about my feelings and do something new and find a new way to kind of process how I feel. And so that kind of is why I'm here. I think I mean, I have the anonymity of not being discovered, so I don't have to really worry if, people are judging me or people are seeing me, so I feel very free to, like, openly speak about how I feel. But, like, I also get the benefit of, like, being able to talk about my feelings. And so, why is that chicken deep fried? Why is that chicken deep fried? You are so weird. So weird. That thing was still okay. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. Just wanted to talk about my feelings in a space where people could see them and maybe tell me if I'm crazy, but also have the opportunity to, what's it called? Do something new and process those emotions. And so that's kind of why I'm here. And I've always been interested in like content, and this has always been something I've wanted to do, just kind of create little videos of myself, partially for myself, partially for others. But that's kind of why I'm here. I figured this won't be the only thing that I do, but I figured that this is a good place to kind of safely do something interesting, like make my way comfortably into something that I'm not comfortable doing. And I think that's going to be an interesting journey. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to get up high. Oh, there's a parrot. Ah, shucks. I'm not good at parkour. But yeah, I guess that's kind of my thoughts. And I've always felt very much like, what's it called? I've always had this fear of like not being remembered. And I've tried to express this to the people around me, how much of a fear this is, and they're always just like, don't think about it. Don't worry about it. That doesn't help. I do worry about it. This is something I worry about a lot. And I kind of just hope that when I die, somebody will remember me for more than just like a generation. And this kind of feels like an opportunity to do that. An opportunity to, you know, maybe have a chance at being remembered many, many years in the future. Man, I've never summited one of these before. This is so fun, dude. I'm having a great time. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you. This is how far I got. I got an iron pick. This is one of my worst runs ever. Let's see. Yeah, well, I spawned in a jungle, so I did my best. I'm not very good. But yeah, thanks for talking, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.